Hey guys, this is Coach Bill with Bill Mabry Online Coaching. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. Today, guys, I have a great topic. A lot of you that follow me know that I talk a lot about good sources of protein, especially when it comes to purchasing red meat, eggs, pork, or dairy. Some of you probably have seen my video on A1 and A2 dairy. A2 dairy. A1 dairy you want to stay away from, and A2 dairy is your organic dairy meat or milk that you should be drinking as a source of milk. But today, guys, our topic today is going to be on IGF-1. And the topic is the good and the bad about IGF-1 hormone. And let me get my clock started here first. There we go. I've got my clock started. Can't forget that. Anyway, the good about IGF-1 hormone, it is produced naturally in the body. It coincides with growth hormones, and you have to have it in order to build lean muscle. Now, the main factor of IGF-1 is when we were younger. It was something we needed to help us grow, and that's when we needed it the most, when we were younger. Now, the bad about the IGF-1 is as we get older, we don't need as much IGF-1. Matter of fact, if you're consuming or if you're taking in too much IGF-1, then that can cause a lot of medical issues like different types of cancer, which is according to science. Now the problem is this topic is talking about the IGF-1 that is in processed foods. I'm talking about processed meats. I'm talking about processed porks. I'm talking about processed eggs, and I'm also talking about processed dairy products. Well, what happens is that in today's food market, the producers of these different types of meats and pork and eggs, what they've done is they've realized that if they inject or give their animals or whatever, the IGF-1, it actually will make the steers actually get bigger, and they can make more profit because they're making more meat. By giving the IGF-1 to chicken, they can produce more eggs 24/7. And of course, by giving more IGF-1 to the pork gets bigger, more money for them. And then also with dairy, the same thing. When you give IGF hormones to a cow, it will produce milk 24/7. There's no natural lag time. Well, the problem with this, guys, and this is why I'm preaching so much to my clients, and you guys need to understand this, that because of all the hormones they're giving these animals, and because of and also this includes the antibiotics they're giving to them, that's causing havoc to us as seniors, those of you that are 40 plus, because what it's doing is that when they give this IGF-1 hormone to these animals and then you turn around and eat them, what you're doing is you're consuming this into your system, and it's causing major issues with putting your body into a very acidic environment or toxic environment. And it's also causing major inflammation. And most of us health professionals know that inflammation is the root cause to all diseases. Well, today science has realized that there is a big issue in IGF-1 that is in these processed foods, causing many disease models like cancer. For example, the medical life science. Well, first of all, what is Google? I thought I'd go ahead and Google it. And Google, this is what Google says. High levels of IGF-1 have been associated with increased risk of cancer of the colon, pancreas, breast cancer, and prostate cancer. And guys, these types of cancers, colon cancer, my daughter-in-law is a nurse, and she sees this almost every single day, these people getting colon cancer. Prostate cancer, it's on a rise for men. It's ridiculous how it's actually becoming an epidemic. Well, there has to be a root cause, guys. And if you really read the science and follow the science, this most likely, the food is what's causing these major issues. And so that's why that's why I preach to my clients that you're going to have to go out and spend the extra money. You've got to get the pasture-raised, grass-finished beef. You've got to get the pasture-raised eggs, not cage-free. Cage-free, that doesn't mean anything. You want the pastured-raised chicken or eggs because they let the chickens out and they eat all the bugs and stuff. You know, the same with your pork and the same with your cows. You want your A2 cows. A2 milk was, I think it was in Ireland when they first came out to it. This milk comes from cows that are actually pastured raised. Well, let me read you what the medical life science said about IGF-1 in processed foods. And this is all processed foods, even meats. What's crazy, guys, I'm just checking my time. What's crazy, guys, is that IGF has also been found in some plant-based, and I'll make a list of that and put it on this video. So anyway, the medical life science stated that high levels of IGF-1s have been associated with increased risk of cancer of the colon, pancreas, breast, prostate, and other organs. It is important to note that the high levels of IGF can increase the risk of these cancers regardless of its source. So as a health professional, guys, we need to talk about this more and more. We need to put more information out there to let the public know how dangerous these store-bought meats that are processed to the human body, and that you may not get cancer or some kind of medical issue right away, but if you can keep consuming these processed foods, eventually, as you get older, you're going to eventually get something. And it's already been proven. This is nothing new, because look what's happening with our society today and how sick our society is today. Look how many people do you know that have prostate cancer? How many people do you know that have breast cancer? How many people do you know have type 2 diabetes? Type 2 diabetes is rampant right now. And one of the first things I do when I work with one of my clients who purchased one of my type 2 reversing type 2 diabetes program is I get them off the processed foods right away. I also get them off the type of water they're drinking, and I show them that they have to change the water they're drinking to hydrogen-rich water that actually has the contaminants taken out. See, you guys that have some kind of a major medical issue, you're obese, even if you're trying to lose that belly fat, because you know, those of you that, goes for men and women, those of you that have fat bellies, that's a sign of heart disease. So guys, you need to really watch the types of foods you're eating. You can go to BillMabryCoaching.com, check out my programs. You can also go to Bill Mabry YouTube channel and subscribe. You guys have a great day. And like I said, really watch and learn more about IGF-1 in all your processed foods. Have a